So my plan today was to go outside and clean up some cons that I got last week to finish up a video because I didn't get it finished through the week. And the temperature outside today is 34 degrees, I believe. 32, 34 degrees, something like that. Not super pleasant. Don't really want to mess with it today. So today I'm going to do some pay dirt inside. We are going to run this. I got this bag of pay dirt from Gold Putts. This was his 250 sub. For his 250th sub, he packaged up some pay dirt and sold it to people. So this one's number 5. Got the pan set up here. We're going to run it through the kitchen strainer, classify it out, and then we're gonna run it. Okay, so here's the bag. He did package it wet, so we are going to have to wet classify it. Lots of organics. Yeah. If I remember right, this dirt was from the, was this the secret culvert? This might have been the secret culvert dirt. So, of course, we want to get all that cleaned out of the corners. I'll tell you what, just for entertainment purposes, what I think I'm going to do is, this is the stuff that was stuck in the bag. I'm going to leave it in there. And then once we get done panning this stuff out, we'll just take a look and see what would have been left in the bag had we just dumped everything out and ran it and not worried about anything in the bag. So we'll check that out at the end. That stuff's packed in there pretty good. It's taking a bit of movement to get that around. Yeah, lots of plus size material. I believe he did say he salted each bag with, was it 0.1 grams? I can't remember. He said I think he said he salted with 0.1 grams of gold. So some decent looking material there. Okay. So this is the minus kitchen strainer size. And we're going to load up a few tablespoons in the pan. Now, I am familiar with the areas that he prospects, so I know that there are going to be magnetics in here, lots of magnetic black sand. So we're going to see what we can do. We'll probably get it panned back, and then we'll probably pan all this stuff out and then worry about the magnetics at the end. All right. Yeah, seeing lots of black sands. I'm going to go ahead and peel this first pan back. Yep, I see one piece of gold there. You probably You probably can't see it, but it is right there. That's the only noticeable piece that I see in this pan. Tell you what, yeah, there's not a ton of material in here. Let's go ahead and do this much and then finish up the rest in one last pan. Okay, so this is the last little bit. And again, we still have the plus kitchen strainer size and whatever was left in the bag that didn't come out initially. Again, I just want to test that to see if there is anything we would have missed out on had we not emptied that out. You know what? There's not a ton of material left in there. Let's see what happens when we pan this back. See if we're getting stuck on these black sands or not. Something right there. Don't know what that is. Sorry, I have to turn this a little bit so I can see. I see two pieces. It'll be hard for you guys to see it, but the two pieces are right there. Small pieces, okay. Does that mean it's all in the plus kitchen strainer size? Or is it in the baggie? Yeah, I'm really only seeing those two pieces. Okay. All right, let's pull those out of there and then pan this. See, let's do the baggie next. Let's do the baggie next, and then we'll do the plus kitchen strainer size. Here is the, let's get some water in there. Here's the baggy stuff. Gonna turn it inside out. Get that all rinsed out. Okay. Nope, hold on, it's in there. Get out of there. That's all done. All right. Everything out of the baggie. Oh, that's kind of a... It's not an insignificant amount of material that was stuck in there. Coppers want to go outside and bark at the other dogs. Okay, again, not a lot of material in there. Oh wait, did I might have had a piece of gold slip by. I'm going to repan this. Nothing super obvious. All right. And the last spot we have is the plus kitchen strainer size. Get it all stratified, back and forth, round and round, side to side, front to back. Again, for those of you that don't know, when you're doing this, when you're shaking the pan around, what you're doing is you're loosening things up. You're loosening all the pieces up, getting space in between them, and that's allowing the gold, which is heavier, which is a lot heavier than everything else in the pan, allowing the gold to get to the bottom. Alright, shake it up again. Oh, looks like a piece of copper or something in there. For those of you who don't know what CDOT gold is, that's the Colorado Department of Transportation. It's yellow paint from the road. Let's go ahead and pan this back. Holy moly. You see that piece right there? That'd be a picker. Look at that. That'd be a picker. And there are some other pieces. I see a couple other pieces here. Let's go ahead and get them cleaned out a little better. All right, is there a squirrel you need to go chase? Come on, I'll let you go chase him. Go get him. Go get him. All right, that was all I found. I have a little, I'm not sure if you can see this here. This is my little gold pan. There's a few pieces in there. That's what I need to look at under the microscope, or the microscope. Yeah, that's probably going to be a... Look at that. Listen to that. All right. Okay. So I've got it on my Tomlov microscope here. And this is the... looking at it now, I do suspect it is probably C. gold. Yep, sure enough, that is C. gold. I don't know if that's like the reflective. Yeah, it's got to be like reflective stuff in there. For comparison, oh, wrong way. That's the picker that was in there. So there's the picker, and there's the C. gold. Again, when you're looking at it in a pan, it looks pretty similar. But when you put them next to each other, they obviously look different. Two small pieces, a picker, and some C. gold right there. So, all right. So we'll get this dried up and then get a weight on it. All right, we're going to go ahead and weigh up this gold from Gold Putts. Here is the picker that I found. Um, 1.06. 1.07, well, 1.07, somewhere in there. 1.07 on the picker. All right. So, not sure if you can see it. These are the two flower pieces that I found in that dirt. Don't think it will move the scale any, but it did move the scale some. Cool. All right. So 1.111, 111 milligrams. 113, somewhere in the neighborhood there. All right, so that does it for this bag of pay dirt that came from Gold Putts on his 250 sub that he sold. Again, I did pay him for that bag. He sold those bags, so I paid for those, and it definitely paid back. At 111, even if we went down to 109 milligrams, that is, let's see how much that is. Okay, so I hope you can see that. That is 0.11 grams or 111 milligrams. At today's market price, that is $14.43. So it was a good little pay dirt bag to run. It was fun. I was familiar with the material just because I've actually been out there prospecting with Morgan before. So I kind of knew what to expect. But yeah, anyway, good time. A little gold panning at home. Never hurts anybody, right? So, hey, thanks for joining me while I run this pay dirt. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way YouTube will let you know next time I post up one of my adventures. Thanks for joining me. Come back, be safe, and heavy pans.